Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach Tom. Welcome to my channel, Creating Your New Reality. I'm a self-actualization coach. I help people cultivate, develop, and then express their true authentic selves in the areas of their relationships, their personal development, and their careers. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, earlier this week, I was talking about continuous tape loops, okay? And basically, that's nothing more than the things that you constantly repeat to yourself. And the thing about those is two things to remember. They can be either positive or negative, okay? They can either help you or destroy you. They are that powerful. And the other thing is you have to remember is that these tape loops are triggered, okay? They're triggered by something. Normally, it's they're first set into us with some very deep-rooted things that happen to us when we're kids, decisions we make about ourselves based on the trauma we face as adults. There's lots of really ugly little ways that they can get into us, okay? And what happens is when we go through life and new things happen, our subconscious tends to take the lazy way out, and it triggers that tape loop, and it brings up all of our old thoughts. And it really prevents us from ever thinking of developing a new way of handling things or a new way of thinking about things. Or to put another way, it prevents us from developing a healthier way of dealing with things, okay? That's how bad they can be. Now, because our subconscious doesn't know what time it is, okay? My subconscious doesn't know if, let's say something happens, okay, that let's say there's this pretty girl I like and I get her, we become friends on social media, but I get ghosted, okay? Now, I can either think of things that happened when I was 14 and how mad I got and play that of, oh, nobody loves me, I suck, I'm really this loser, oh my God. Okay, I can play that tape loop, or I could develop a new way of thinking, okay, that makes that not even be a blip on my radar, okay? That's also a tape loop, but that is one that I built myself that is for good, okay? That helps me go through life. Because you have to remember, again, my subconscious, your subconscious, it doesn't know what time it is. When that new thing happens, let's just say that ghosting just happened 2 nights ago, okay? My subconscious doesn't know that it was 2 nights ago, or I'm 16 or 14 or 22 or whatever the case, okay? So what you want to do is think about, it's almost just like playing a trick on yourself, okay? What you want to do is reprogram yourself. To put it very bluntly, that's what you're doing when you're installing new tape loops, okay? This is very important because this is really the key to success, the key to changing, and the key to creating a new reality for yourself is changing what you think all the time, changing what you think when the pressure's on, changing what you think when something out there pushes into your reality right now that forces you to think, move off dead center, or have a reaction, okay? So this is a very important thing to be dealing with. Now, the law of attraction community has come up with some different ways. I have different ways I use. I'm going to hit some high notes on each, and then you can start working on things that you would want to work on if anything resonates with you. Now, I do offer email coaching, one-on-one coaching, all these things. What we can do is we can work specifically with your tape loops, and we can work on developing a brand new one for you. That's something that I've got a lot of experience doing, can certainly do that. And again, please, I advocate that you like this video, share the video, hit the little bell button to get notified, help other people see this, share the crap out of these things. And also, if you look in the description box, I've got a lot of Facebook pages you can go like. I have new content going up every week. Also, I've got my ebook is up and running, How to Give Yourself a Do-Over. I've done that. Some of what I'm talking about today is part of that, but what you're going to get is some definite teaching going on with my ebook about giving yourself a do-over, some things about what I did in my life that hopefully you can relate to. So please avail yourself of that. So without further ado, how to change those tape loops. Now, again, the law of attraction community, they like to use a technique called scripting. So basically what you're doing there is you can do it in the morning or before you go to bed at night, and you write out a new story. You write a story of what's going on in your life written from the perspective of you already having it, of it already working out. You can write things like, I am a continuous straight A student. I take tests very well. I did this test. I have a test coming up that I did very, very well on. And you can be as descriptive as you want. There's no really right or wrong answers. But you can also think, you know what? I'm a homeowner. My home is this beautiful brick bungalow and nestled on 5 acres, and I have 3 cats and a dog, and all these things. Write it out and be as vivid as you can be, okay? And keep doing it. You don't have to write it out 500 times in a day. Just like every day, just write a story, an aspect about it, and what you want. A lot of the self-help gurus talk about, business gurus talk about, write out all of your goals for a year. And that's the only way that things will happen. And you want to do this more than once a year, okay? Don't wait until New Year's Day to write out all this stuff, because you want to do it daily, okay? As you develop new desires, new wants, new things, write stuff out about how it's working out for you, how absolutely everything is working out for your highest good, okay? And it works. I have changed a lot of my life by scripting things, because what it does is I respond very, very well to the written word as far as programming myself. So what I end up doing is I just write all these things, and it burns it in my head. And as I go through life, as my day-to-day happens, I think, well, okay, since I can choose my reactions, well, what's the best reaction to have? If I'm writing down in the morning that I'm a very successful recruiter, what does that mean if I then go into my office and I have a deal fall apart? Well, you know what? I'm a successful recruiter, so I'm just going to find another deal. Okay, I don't have to blow my day up thinking, oh God, I suck. Oh, I'm never going to have another deal to work. Nobody loves me. All these things, okay? So this fortifies you in terms of having better reactions to things, because you're following your program. Again, it's like programming that GPS. When you do your scripting, you're typing everything in your little address bar, then you're locking in, then no matter what road you've got to go down, it's going to redirect and send you to the Dairy Queen you're trying to get to, or whatever, okay? So scripting is very powerful. It's very cool. Highly recommended. Now, on the more esoteric side, okay, in your morning prayers. Don't know if you follow a spiritual path. I would highly advise that you find one, whatever that is, whatever resonates with you. They're very nice to have. When I pray, okay, I pray out loud. I don't sit there and mentally assent to Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Okay, I don't do any of that by rote crap that, they're just, that doesn't really work for me, okay? There are things within the Lord's Prayer that you can learn, you can meditate on, that are cool things. I mean, you might want to study why it starts with forgiveness, okay? Is that the most powerful thing you can get involved in? Yes, it is, but that's going to be another video. But when I pray, I pray from a standpoint of gratitude and already having. I pray from that having place, not the wanting place. I thank you, Creator, that I am. I thank you, Creator, that I have. I thank you for my helpers that were with me all the time, that guide me, because I have, I am, I do, I will. I don't screw around, okay? I affirm while I pray. Now, why do I do that out loud? Because my words create an emotional reaction within me, okay? So my emotional reaction that my words create will then stimulate better thoughts, because all of a sudden I'm hearing myself tell myself that I'm winning, that I have these things, we're on our way, all this great stuff's on the way, okay? So that builds that belief, that builds that faith within me. So when I have that faith, when I have that unshakable faith that moves mountains, that faith that if I say to that mountain, be moved, and it gets the hell out of my way, okay, what tape loop now am I operating on if something happens? If somebody in my 3D reality swirls out on me, you know what? I'm that mountain, man. I can't be moved. I am that rock. I am that winning boy. I got so much going on. You know what? If you're not getting with the program, I'm just going to keep on trucking, and that's what it is, okay? Because I am a good guy. I am full full of self-love and more than a little bit of self-confidence, okay? And because I build that within me every day. So what happens in the 3D reality doesn't matter because I'm living in the 4D reality, which says I can have, do, and be. All right, you have to understand that things are done in the spiritual before you ever see them in the natural. They're done up here first, and then whoop, they're here. Okay, they're built in the subconscious. They're built on the spiritual plane, and then you see them. So prayer is one way. Another way is meditation. Okay, meditation is a great way to change your tape loops because what you do then is you set an intention of, you know what, I want to fix these things, and you. I like Kundalini yoga. You might like something else, but I like the breathing and the mantra and the mudra, the hand positions. I just put myself in that way where that's when I start getting downloads. I get downloads from the creator when I'm in that state. I'm quiet. I'm not really saying anything other than the mantra if that's what the meditation calls for. But things come down. They come to me, okay? And then when I'm done with the meditating, I feel a ton better. And you know what? My thoughts improve. They change. I'm changing from within, okay? And when things happen in the 3D world, then I don't get rocked. But you know what? The more you focus on these things, the less your 3D world will rock you, okay? You start changing things. People react to you differently. People change. You start changing when you speak different things. We've all heard the saying that everybody is you pushed out, okay? And that's really true. If you start modifying how you believe about yourself and what you believe about yourself and make that a better story, well, you know what? The world has no choice but to start conforming to you, okay? And if the world's not conforming to you, then you have an incapable belief system and a shitty self-concept, okay? And you got to work on that. I was just ruminating, listening to a lecture from one of my teachers, and you know what? I think, well, why has my destiny been delayed on certain levels? Well, because I have a shitty self-concept. I have a shitty belief system. Okay, I did it to myself. I'll have a great one for a while, then I might go off the rails for a week or two, and then I'm right, kind of right back where I started from. But I bring it right back. All right, I'm no different than you guys. Okay, I'm here on YouTube, and you're not, but there's no reason that you can't be. Okay, so I work on these things too. Again, I'm just a man, Tom from Parma. So. Again, but these are the things that you have to do every day. All right, you have to have that belief about yourself and put the effort in every day. Another thing you can do with meditation that helps to change your self-concept and to change that tape loop is some form of a moving meditation. Now, moving meditations are fun because this is a way that you can access your higher self, and it doesn't always have to be all woo-woo, although it can be. I do some things from my martial arts practice that are like, imagine a kata from karate, where it's a prescribed set of movements that are in patterns, and there's a certain number of them, and there are all sorts of small movements within there, and I just work myself through those. Okay, I start with the first one, I go all the way through to the end, and sometimes I do them quickly, sometimes I do them very, very slow, so I can feel each movement. But while I'm doing that, okay, I have a self-talk going where not only am I talking myself through the movement, like, okay, Tom, remember to hold your arm this way and to tighten this up and to rotate your hips all the way through. Not only am I doing that, which puts me in a relaxed state where I can get downloads, okay, that's one thing. But also I'm talking myself up. Like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is what the warriors do. This is how you train. This is how I fortify myself against all enemies, foreign and domestic, all these things. So I'm talking myself up, okay? And I'm filling my head with good things while I'm doing this. And okay, let's say you don't have a martial arts practice. Let's say that you're too busy to exercise. Okay, fine. Well, go out in your yard and rake some leaves. Okay, that's moving. You can also meditate. You can pay attention to the beauty that is out there in all the colors of the leaves, okay? And you can say hi to the squirrels out there that are looking at you, and the chipmunks. And while you're out there, throw them some peanuts because they need to be fortified for the winter. But a lot of times what we do when we're cutting the grass and doing our household chores, what we do is we think, crap, work sucks. Ah, crap, I don't have any money. Ah, crap, how am I going to get this bill paid? Ah, crap, nobody likes my Tinder profile. Ah, crap. You all know what I'm talking about, people, okay? So what I want you to do, I want you to try this, okay? When you're doing these day-to-day mundane things, all right? Talk good about yourself. Talk good to yourself. Say, you know what? I'm grateful that I've got a job. But a lot of people right now don't. I'm happy that I've got kids who love me. I'm happy that I've got a cat that I can talk to. I'm happy that my backyard is full of squirrels and birds that I can go enjoy at any time, and I get to hear their song first thing in the morning, waiting for me to come fill the bird feeders. No matter how big, no matter how small, lock onto that, okay? Tell yourself good things about yourself. I'm a great person. I am going somewhere in my life. I'm building this thing. I built a great family. I'm building a great family. I'm paving the way for my children. You know what? I taught myself how to operate a Zoom call so my kids can have school. And I'm really proud of that. I feel good about myself. Okay? Do that. That way, the more things happen, the more as you progress through your timeline of life, you can have a basis of these are good things. Because I talk to so many people that are still pissed about things that happened when they were 15. That something that their parents said to them, or that something happens, a business deal went south. I defined myself for years on a business deal that completely blew up, and that'll be the subject of a video one of these days. But I defined myself about how this thing blew up in my face. And therefore, well, everything blows up in my face. Why should I try? Oh my God, because I just suck at everything. Everything I touch turns to shit. That is a lie out of the pits of hell, people, okay? Things would only turn to shit because I expected them to, and I willed them to unconsciously. That was why things didn't work, okay? It was all me. If you change that self-concept you got, and you change what you do, and you change how you talk about yourself, okay, that is the only way to stop manifesting shit sandwiches, all right? So, again, that's how to break that tape loop and replace with better ones, because you'll always have a tape loop. The question is, does yours serve you, or does yours hinder you and destroy you? So please, meditate on that, think on that. Hit me up with an email if you got any questions. I'm here for you guys. I love you very, very much, and I want you to have a great week, and you take care. I love you very much. Bye-bye.